Hey guys, so this is going to be a guide for archer talent. So you see I have the picture set up here for the different, well, I just picked a picture from the archers, and we got the talents and we got a description of the talent. So first off, I'm going to go around and mention a few words about it, and finally finish off with some recommendations. So for as you know, I play mostly knight, so I'm not a huge expert on archers, which is why I've been talking to different archers, top archers, and asking them to tell me their talents and also give their advice. So what I'm saying is good enough because, well, it's coming from archers, top archers. So there you go. First of all, we got here instinct over here. It is shortening the bloodthirsty strike cooldown, which is really important because, well, especially in the battleground, you're gonna need healing, and with the bloodthirsty, it's an amazing spell to use in the battleground. So that is a really good talent right there. Stealth, next up. Damage received decreased by 5%. Without a question, I think all the archers gave me feedback that I think that alone would be like the #1 talent. I think I'm already giving like a bit of the recommendations, but basically that is, yeah, there's like nothing can be said about it. You gotta have it. Fury, on that one, not everybody agrees. Well, here you got like it shortens the lunatic fire cooldown time by 5 seconds, which is excellent because it's your area damage spell, and if of course you can cast area damage faster, it's really useful. Now I had some explanation from a specific top archer that he was using this one because he could do 2 times the area damage and then clean up the troops. But what happened is that as he got stronger, then he didn't need to use this, well, not this, but I mean he could clean the troops with 1 area attack, and so there was no need to use the second one. So that's a bit of advantage and disadvantage about this talent right here. Then we got perception. It shortens the incidentary shot cooldown. Incidentary is actually a very good spell, and of course it's nice to have a cooldown reduction on it. So by itself, it's a very good talent, but we'll see in the recommendations if we should take it. Potency is a very strange talent. Indeed, it's very specific. That's what's strange about it. I mean, it gives a chance for the multi-shot to decrease the rage consumption of the armor piercer by whatever percent, and it lasts for 2 rounds. So then you have to be using multi-shot and armor piercer, and then you can benefit from it. But that again might have its uses when people are using like the arena set, for example, where the rage might be a little bit more of a problem. But if you're using one of the PvE sets where you get +10 rage for every attack, I don't think rage is a major factor. In rage, over here, armor piercer has a 5% chance to cause the next skill attack to be critical hit. Of course, it's nice to have. It wouldn't hurt if you have it, but you know, you can't have everything. Everybody agrees to that. You can't have everything, so it's nice to have, and we'll see in a moment if we should be taking that. Scrutiny, arrow strike is used quite often, of course, and it has a chance to increase your crit damage by 10% and lasts for 2 rounds. Also a solid talent, if you could have it, is nice. So, but yeah, again, you can't have everything. And finally, retribution, over here in the corner, increases crit chance by Death Star by 5%, shortens the cooldown. Again, really nice, but the problem is, how often do you use Death Star? And the answer is not very often at all. And so I've seen it used a lot more, for example, in the Tower of Kings, but still, you can easily do without it. So now that we went around it, let's come to some choices and recommendations. You got, of course, the Holy Seal right in the center of the talent tree, and you can't avoid it, of course. You have to take it. And before the class wars was introduced, a lot of people were focusing to get the Holy Seal as high as possible. And before the class wars, I think maybe like not one, probably average two, possibly three talents were taken by people. After the class war was introduced, things changed. The thing is that in class wars, of course, the Holy Seal doesn't work, and so in class wars, all the other skills are more, all the other talents are more important to have, because you can't use Holy Seal. But of course, you need to have a Holy Seal for other things like battlegrounds and group arena. But also you need a certain level of Holy Seal in order to take the talents which are around. So with that in mind, of course, you need to bring that up to a certain level, and by certain level, you know, if you have a good one, if other people are regularly stunning you, then it's yours is low. You need to bring it up. Basically, if you're able to get victories without problem, even if you're getting stunned, then you're fine. But if you keep on getting losses, especially because you're stunned, you need to bring the Holy Seal up. That said, back to the archer specific talent. So straight away I'm gonna highlight here stealth. No question about it, everybody has to have stealth, and at every level of the Holy Seal, you gotta have it, and the levels are 5, 15 and 25 and so on. And at every time you raise that to the next level, you gotta have the stealth. So that's one talent. I think like three talents is a healthy choice to make. I mean, okay, everybody agrees one is too little. Two is two talent choices out of the whole lot would allow you to have a very high level of Holy Seal, but that will give you disadvantage with class wars. So something like three, I think, is good, because the more you have, of course, it becomes more difficult. But three or possibly four, if you're really going class war heavy, then you could have maybe 4 talents, and really jeopardize the power of your Holy Seal. So probably like a good number is 3. So 3 talents we're gonna have to pick, and I'm gonna try to make a recommendation for 3 talents. So stealth is one. That is just straightforward. Really, damage reduction 5% is huge. And of course it gets higher and higher levels. So there you go, have it. Given that, then I have 2 choices to make, I'll do it like with elimination method, or let's see how is best to do it. Let's see, instinct is, I think, coming more and more to the point where it's almost just as given as stealth, because if you have the instinct, your life in battlegrounds becomes that much easier, because you can heal faster, and you can keep your health near to or at 100% more often, and of course it increases the damage, which increases your healing. It's also really good talent to have. So I'm gonna highlight here stealth. I'm gonna keep it green, and I'm gonna highlight instinct, because I think you better have it, because you can use it all the time. And one of the points about like if you can if you should select something, is the frequency at which you use it. So the more you use it, the more you want to have it. Things like that you will use rarely, you don't want to have. So with that in mind, I'm gonna start like a retribution right here. I'm gonna take like maybe red, and retribution, I think I will close it, because it's just too rare that you use that spell, and there's other better things that you can use. So I'm gonna close that down. Another thing I'm gonna close down is potency right here on the left side, because multi-shot, coupling together with armor piercer, okay, it's nice to have, but again, you have other better choices to make, so I'm gonna close that down also. Another thing I'm gonna close down is perception right here, and because, well, it's nice, again, it's nice to have, but 7 seconds less on incidentary shot. It's not like life and death, and incidentary shots you use mostly like in dungeons, and you can wait 7 seconds. It's not such a big deal. Let's see where we're at. Enrage, I think I'm gonna take on Enrage next. Armor piercer, 5% chance to cause the next skill to be critical. 5% additional, of course, is good. But what shall I say, like if you have a really strong critical already set up, this 5% compared to, for example, the scrutinies, 10% increase in crit damage, between the two, I mean, if you want to have a 5% chance increase or 10% damage increase, I would definitely go for the 10% damage increase. So already comparing scrutiny and that, you end up with that. So, and I'm gonna leave these two. I'm gonna make fury and scrutiny, then orange. So because I said like you can have like maybe three or maybe four, especially with the class wars, 3 or 4 talents selected, and yeah. So the 2 greens, I definitely, I think, like, recommend to take. So stealth and instinct, no question about it. I think you need those two, but of course, you can use instinct also in the class war, so that also helps. But then you have a choice between fury and scrutiny, and here I think, like, it comes down, you don't have to make this choice, or you take both, or but if it was me, I would take 3 talents, because I think 4 is too much. Because you still need the holy seal, and you need to bring it up to a higher level so you can take higher levels of the of your talents also. So with that in mind, I'm gonna make like this kind of a word like that on if you see that you have like when you attack on the fury side of things, when you do your area damage, if you kill off the troops completely from the first go most of the time, don't take fury, because fury is basically making your area damage stronger. So if you feel like you need to have just a little bit stronger your area damage, sometimes you do like an area attack and you kill like most of the life, but like 5% is left. In that case, I would take the fury. But if you can clean up the troops relatively easily, then don't take scrutiny. If you're going with 3 talents, if you're going with 4 talents, of course you can take both of them. Scrutiny is also nice because arrow strike you use a lot, and it gives you a chance to increase your critical damage by 10%. 10% is actually a lot, so that's whatever, like if you're doing 100,000 damage, it'll be like 110,000 damage. So it's pretty decent number. But again, it's not end of the world. Like if you're doing say 20,000, then it's 2,000 additional. So 2,000 is not the end of the world, but every little bit counts. So I think scrutiny can be good, and fury is also good. So I think I gave you like a very good picture about it. I gave you two greens, 2 oranges, and I eliminated the other 4 for you. So I hope you find this guide useful, and I wish you all the best in your archer adventures. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please do click on like and subscribe just below the video. It always helps a lot. It's also a show of gratitude. And check out my blog. I got so much cool stuff on my blog also. And for the blog, the link is in the description, or you can always just Google Cosmos Wartune blog. Very easy. It's huge blog, very famous. So go ahead. So thanks for watching and have a very nice day.